Hello my friend, welcome back to our YouTube channel. This time, we are in the third part of our economic ideas, which is communism. What is communism? It is coming from the Latin word communis. Common means universal. It is a left-wing to far-left socio-political, philosophical, and economic ideology within the socialist movement, whose goal is the creation of communist society, a socio-economic order centered around common ownership of the means of production, distribution, and exchange that allocates products to everyone in the society based on need. A communist society would entail the absence of private property and social classes, and ultimately money and state. Absence of money and even state. So that becomes a stateless concept. So according to his Marxist perspective, humanity would eventually reach pure communism, becoming a stateless, classless, egalitarian society of workers who were free from exploitation and alienation, control their own destiny, and abide by the rule from each according to his ability, to each according to his needs. According to Bogod Lenin, and deeply and sincerely believed that the path he was setting Russia on would ultimately lead to the establishment of this communist society. Lenin Marxist belief led him to the view that society could not transform directly from its present state directly to communism, but must first enter a period of socialism. And so his main concern the time was to convert Russia into a socialist society. So to do so, he believed that a dictatorship of proletariat was necessary to suppress the bourgeois and develop a socialist economy. He defined socialism as an order of civilized cooperators in which the means of productions are socially owned, and believed that this economic system had to expand until it could create a society of abundance. Now, I will go directly to the advantages and disadvantages of communism, the pros and cons. In terms of advantage, social equality. Communism aims to eliminate socio-economic disparities, no more rich and poor, by ensuring equal distributions of resources and wealth. It seeks to create a more egalitarian society which everyone has access to basic needs. Basic needs, food, clothing, shelter, education, so on and so forth. Social welfare. In communist system, the state assumes responsibility for providing essential services such as healthcare, education, and housing to all members of society, heaven on earth. This focus on social welfare aims to address inequality and ensure the well-being of its citizens. Elimination of exploitation. So in capitalist, too much exploitation. So in communism, seeks to eliminate exploitation by removing the profit motive and ensuring that everyone contributes according to their abilities and receives according to their needs. Now, here comes the disadvantage. First one, lack of incentives. The economic and political system of communism effectively dictates what can and cannot be done in the realms of business. First one, there are defined limitations for the amount of business can produce and how much money it can earn. All businesses are ultimately owned by government. In addition to directly controlling the means of production, communism places strict rules as to how businesses operate in such a way that a classless society is born. No more class. No more middle, upper, lower class. Critics argue that communism can lead to a lack of incentives for innovation, productivity, and even entrepreneurship. No matter what field of business you are specializes in, the same amount of funds will be allocated to each, and each worker will receive the same amount of money, and each worker is paid the same with the same expectations of each. So the doctor and the carpenter, they will receive the same. This can cause emotional unrest between workers who wish to be especially recognized for their own work. Fame, recognition. The government owns all the businesses and properties, the means of production. Without price mechanism, supply and demand are difficult to balance perfectly over time. Without the profit motive, individual initiative and creativity may be stifled, potentially hindering economic progress. Why should I work hard? Why should I think? We are all equal. So, kill the creativity. Populations tend to be treated homogeneously, meaning that common goals or set of rules will not apply to different segments of the populations and community. It can serve to create uncomfortable conditions for workers in a society without rank and varying specialty. It can be stifling to entrepreneurial spirit, which is the key to a country's economic growth and development. And second major disadvantage is the centralized control. In a communist system, the state has significant control over economic decisions and resource allocations. This centralized control can limit individual freedoms and lead to bureaucratic inefficiencies. Large or geographically broad populations, millions of populations of billions, tend to be diverse, but making it difficult to maintain a common goal to set rules for shared effort and resources. And third major disadvantage is lack of economic diversity. Critics contend that communism can stifle economic diversity and hinder the development of vibrant and dynamic marketplace. Without the competition and diversity of ideas found in capitalism, resource allocations may become less efficient. The fourth major problem, there is no freedom of speech. And the fifth, this is my point, no freedom of religion. There is a great suppression among adherents in practicing their belief, their faith. As I've said, what Karl Marx's aspirations, humanity would eventually reach pure communism, becoming a stateless, classless, egalitarian society of workers who are free from exploitation and alienation, control their own destiny, and abide by the rule from each according to his ability, to each according to his needs. So in this sense, people just enjoy equally to each other what science and technologies can provide them, and that can benefit to to all our human welfare. So for Christians' perspective, it means heaven on earth. For Karl Marx mentality, so if heaven already on earth, no need for man's aspirations to pursue his longing afterlife. So religion is no use. Of no use. Thus need to suppress and eliminate the minds of the masses. So why there are still communist countries? Actually, they are not communist in the true sense of the word. They are still in the socialist state, wishing someday to achieve the true essence of communism. So still they are in their wildest imagination and dreams of having heaven on earth. No leader, stateless, classless society. Thank you, my friend, for watching this video. See you next time.